Hey, today we're on Route 66, the ghost town of Suwanee, New Mexico. Holy smokes, it's a ghost town. Here's the new road, Highway 6, that's Route 66. Heads down to Los Lunas, about 20 miles that way. And forward, if you go this way, you hit Laguna, Pueblo. So this area right about here, okay, on the north side of the railroad tracks, there was a post office up here. It's no longer here. On the south side was a railroad depot over here, and I got some old timbers. That could be from anything, but today we can imagine it's from the railroad depot. Used to be right here. Anyway, Suwanee used to be known as Correo. It's one of our forgotten ghost towns on Route 66. And the historic Rio Puerco Bridge on the 1937 alignment from Albuquerque is out this way. Elevation 5,510 feet, population 0. The town started in 1880 when the railroad came through. Anyway, it formed a diagonal line from Los Lunas up to Laguna, Pueblo to the north. The depot was originally called San Jose and then renamed Suwanee in 1902 because San Jose was already a station out in Oklahoma. 1917, the post office opened right over here somewhere. Anyway, they called it Correo, which is Spanish for mail. Anyway, a little store was next to the post office. A little railway boxcar that operated as the school. Anyway, Route 66 came by in 1926 along the old National Trails Road. And in 1937, it was all bypassed by that road from Albuquerque to Laguna Pueblo. So we're gonna head a little further because we got some nice ruins way up there. So that road I was on was called Compressor Road out in Suwanee. You'll never find it. It's not marked and it's really difficult. But right here, about a half mile up, is an old bridge. It used to be an old bridge. It was a 3-span timber stringer bridge. Circular piers underneath. Square timber piers were added later. And this guy here, today, this is built in 2017. There's our beautiful train barreling down the tracks here. BNSF Railroad. These trains are like a mile long. Holy moly. And up ahead we hit the little abandoned Correo trading post. And that's at the intersection of Highway 6 that we're on. And the highway coming out of Albuquerque. It was built in 1937 over that Rio Puerco Bridge. This small community on my right is called Highland Meadows. Little small town. Hey, we got a big crossroads here. This is Highway 6, our 1926 road, coming up this way, and then it makes a big left-hand turn down Sparrow Hawk Road. Right here, it's our 1926 Route 66, headed that way. On the right, this road here, this is our original 1937 alignment, headed out over the Laguna Cut from Albuquerque. This road right here, and today you see way up there, that's the new highway 169, but here this is the old highway 169 from 1937. And this whole section here, big crossroads, we got a lot of cool stuff going on here. It's called Correo, essentially. We got the Highland Meadows Riding Club. This sign right here, it's full of a bunch of bullet holes, people using a little bit of practice. Here's our road. This little section here, well, not much is left. You can see we got a series of small homes up this way, and service stations, supply markets, abandoned service station right here. That thing falls apart more and more every year. Holy smokes, I think it was a Gulf station. Had a Gulf type canopy angled upwards over the pump islands. That's a disaster. Anyway, we're gonna head up that old 1937 road, see what's up there a little bit, but I'm gonna take a look at our old gas station. Looks like I don't know, the restrooms, or maybe that's the little trash holding bin today. Anyway, here's our old gas station. So the pumps would have been right out here in front. Here's a structure for the canopy would be basically right above me, right here. Here's our store, but here's all the rubble, what's left. Anyway, maybe it burned down because look at all that mumbo jumbo ash. And here's all the trash all piled up here. Oh my goodness, got some. All right, so we're going to head eastbound a little bit on our 1937 road right here. So this road continues up about 3 miles and then it dead ends. And on the right would have been some houses. We got a little couch and a chair. But on the right would have been a little village here at one time. I think we have some foundations up on the right. Here's a bunch of stuff on the side of the road. Looks like some sort of well structure. Anyway, out here, see the little foundation out there? That would have been some sort of building, maybe a trading post. Heck, maybe a gas station or a store. More old abandoned stuff here. We got some tires. So headed out here about 3 miles, it dead ends up at Interstate 40. And that's where you're going to find the Rio Puerco Bridge pit stop 66 restaurant, the home of the famous Laguna burger. That bridge is on the National Register of Historic Places, built in 1933, 250 feet long, 25 feet wide, single span Parker through truss bridge. Anyway, you can visit that if you go on Interstate 40, way out there in the distance. And this is it. This is 1937 road that was bypassed a little later when they opened up Interstate 40 on the way to Albuquerque here. We're going to turn around and take our Sparrowhawk 1926 road up to Laguna, Pueblo. So we turned around, we're headed westbound on our little road here, and up ahead you even see some of the yellow paint still in the road. Anyway, this is a kind of a ramshackle condition today. So Route 66 goes over that bridge there. That's our 1926 alignment. That's our Sparrowhawk Road. Here we go, that's our yellow paint right there. Anyway, 1937. And that road there, it leads up to a little ghost town called Mesita. That's our next destination, but there's some stuff on the other side I want to show you. Well, here we go, over the 1926 ramshackle bridge on our old Route 66. Anyway, this is lunacy. Never break down in your car here, otherwise you're screwed. There's a railroad out there, and there's I-40 way in the distance. We're going to parallel I-40 up to the town of Mesita along our road. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? Little steel railing there. Right here was the old post office from 1938 to 1945. Then it moved up, and today's little Major Land and Cattle Company monument right about here. I think the post office might be right up there, those ruins. I think that's the old post office. Anyway, that moved up to Interstate 40. So this road, we're going to continue on this guy for about 5 miles. Yep, this is our bumpy road. So I think you need all-wheel drive to get through 5 miles of this. We got our original pavement, little asphalt there. Here we go. So this is our 1926 road. Headed out. It's all asphalted over here. Of course, it was a dirt road at one time. I can't tell you if it ever got that concrete, but if you look over on the left here, we have a bunch of concrete kind of busted up. So maybe they busted up the road, realigned it a little bit, made it into this asphalt guy. Anyway, you got the little yellow stripes in the road and the white stripes. Tons and tons of potholes. So you gotta be careful, otherwise you're gonna get a flat tire. Be abandoned out here in the middle of New Mexico. Some more rubble. Hey, we got a beautiful bridge. Little timber spiked guardrail on the side here. Fantastic. This guy's really old. It's all falling apart. Timber held up bridges with the spans underneath. There we go. So beautiful plains of New Mexico. Get that red sand and you make little adobe buildings out of that. Here's what you get on this old road, all these potholes. So a couple sections are good, but most of it just a bunch of holes in the road. We have another little timber bridge up here. Let's see if it's any more exciting than the last one. There we are. Potholes on our timber bridge. This thing's pretty neat. Uh-oh. Looks like our road is blocked off here. Oh man, there's like 5 miles of potholes. Well, we made it across to the other side. Had to go down this little dirt bypass area, but I wouldn't do it unless you have 4-wheel drive and high clearance to get over here. But the mystery is what's on the other side towards Mesita. Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble. All right, so the other side, the road here is a lot better. I've seen a lot of cars come through already. Just trucks though, no little cars. Anyway, another 2 miles to Mesita. Hey, well, it looks like we made it. There's I-40. We're going to loop around to the frontage road on the way to Mesita. So I don't recommend you do this unless you have a good high clearance 4-wheel drive. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.